Okay, I'm going to preface this. Battle in Outer Space, this is the sequel to the Mysterians, right?
Yeah.
The story and plot are not really the same, but the connection is a few of the characters have been brought in over.
We've got two returning
They've
characters.
been recast.
Yeah.
So really we see no familiar faces.
No.
If I gave you a classic movie,
Yeah?
what's a good old sci-fi movie with just one movie? A standalone.
Maybe like Interstellar?
If they made a sequel to Interstellar,
Yeah.
and you had to recast the main dude.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, if you had to recast Matthew McConaughey, there is no connection other than the main character keeps his name. Who would you recast him as?
So wait, I'm recasting... You're asking me to recast a Matthew McConaughey?
Let's say it's a proper sequel.
You know, I'm going to go for my all-around good guy, sci-fi dude, Ryan Gosling. He did it for the sequel to Blade Runner. He can take on Matthew McConaughey.
I would have said Brendan Fraser.
Wait, you're going to bring Brendan Fraser to be Matthew McConaughey.
He can do a good all right.
How would Brendan Fraser's like crying scene look like? You know, Matthew McConaughey breaks down crying, seeing messages from his family.
He can do it.
Having Brendan Fraser as he looks now,
he's older now.
Let's be real. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
he's in the Mummy movies.
He's
George
up there with
Jungle.
Keanu Reeves as like a wholesome dude.
He's a wholesome dude. Everyone loves him. The internet loves him, but he's not in the best shape. And he's quite old. So are you throwing current day Brendan Fraser?
Current day, yeah, don't change anything about him.
And you're just saying, hey, you're giving him the same name as Matthew McConaughey's character, whatever it was.
People are like, yo, I'm pumped to see Interstellar 2. This has been promoted everywhere. Go into the movie.
Okay, it's not even called Interstellar 2. It's called...
Yeah, well, what's a good another title?
Space Travel. Space travel, and then it's been leaked out online that it's like, what? There's leaks everywhere, and it's like Matthew McConaughey's character. It might be a secret sequel. Matthew McConaughey's character from Interstellar. It's the same name as the guy Brendan Fraser's character.
Oh my gosh, we're finally getting a follow-up to
Everyone's like going to the movies.
Best movies ever.
Christopher Nolan is back as well.
Christopher Nolan comes back to direct.
He's back. He's directing. He was like, flip, it's the Nolan-verse. It's all coming together. And then it's just Brendan Fraser in space doing something with a whole other group of people, not even talking about anything that happened in the movie before.
No connection whatsoever. It's just him. Oh gosh. They could totally do like a whole half the movie is it's like that sequence in Passengers where it's just him on a space station by himself.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser for half the movie working out. Same name as Interstellar.
That's a clever loose sequel than this one was. It was a cleverer concept.
I'm messaging Christopher Nolan right now.
Okay, we got an idea for his next movie.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hey everyone, how you going?
Hey.
Welcome back to Podzilla. Hope you're all doing great.
We've gone so far off the Godzilla track.
Should we even be called Podzilla at this point? The last proper Godzilla movie, as we've said before, was Godzilla Raids Again, our second episode.
Was it our second?
This is episode 10 or 11 or something. We've seen Rodan, we've seen Varan, who's going to pop back up. We've seen Mogera, who makes a reappearance at some point. And this is the sequel to the movie Mogera was in.
Yeah. First one, I liked the first one.
Mysterians.
First one was cool. I think that deserved to be like a good Godzilla, not centric, but like on the realm of Godzilla.
Yeah,
movie.
I think it might be one of the favourite ones we've watched so far. There's a podcast.
Yeah.
This is a sequel. It's called Battle in Outer Space. Came out in 1959, the last 50s Toho movie that we're going to cover. Directed again by Ishirō Honda. The literal Japanese title was The Great Space War.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, it doesn't have a kaiju in it. It doesn't have Godzilla in it.
This is probably the least Godzilla one you could get. It doesn't have kaiju.
We keep saying that though. We're like, oh, half human. It's probably the least we're going to go. Oh, three treasures. It's probably like way out of our realm. This movie connects hardly at all. There should be no reason for us covering this.
It's a sequel to a movie with a loose connection.
Yeah, it's a sequel to a movie with a character that shows up in a Godzilla
No
movie.
actors. The last movie at least had actors that appeared in Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
This one had none of those.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. Because the only connection, we've said it before, but the only connection is that our main leading lady
Yeah.
is the same character that was in the Mysterians.
Yep, so in the Mysterians, the lady called Itsuko,
Yeah.
she has now been recast as Kyoto Anzai.
That's that new actress.
New actresses, yep. And Professor Adachi, played by our favorite actor for Yamane, Takashi Shimura.
Oh, yes.
I still need to look back at these. Is played by Korea Senda.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
I feel like I've seen that name before. Hold up.
I think he was potentially in Varan. He was like in a same role in Varan. He might be one of our returning actors.
Yeah, he's in Varan.
Yeah, there we go. So there was a professor character in the Mysterians, and there was a woman that got taken by the Mysterians. Both of their characters are in this. The characters have the same names, but are played by entirely different actors.
Yeah, Professor Adachi, he was
like the head scientist.
He was a head scientist last time, and now he's
looking into the UFOs. And
now he's one of the leaders of like the Japan, I guess.
Well, I think like in this, all of the nations of Earth get together to discuss.
Yeah, we open
aliens
up with a
again.
big politics scene where like there's a representative of all the countries talking about big space events and weird events that have happened.
Yeah, so there's like a train track or a bridge gets lifted off the ground and put back down, and
Yeah, big floods everywhere that
There's
end
floods,
up causing
people are-
frostbite to people, weirdly enough.
yeah, so everyone gets together, and I think it might just be the leading scientists on Earth get together to discuss this.
Yeah.
Um,
Itsuko, last movie, she was... What was she? She was like a villager. No, she was a girl in just a random...
just a random
Just
town.
a citizen.
Yeah, and she was going out with our leading guy, who ended up donning a fedora and a jacket and running in and saving the day at the end of the last movie.
OG Indiana.
None of that's touched on. There's even times in this that they talk about the situation and events that are happening like it's the first time we've ever had aliens visiting Earth.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. They question a bunch of times, if this is the first appearance of aliens, that could mean huge things for mankind.
Because all these natural disasters are happening. They see UFOs in the sky. What happens after that? What's the rest of the plot? Is it...
Oh, well, there was a giant space station that Earth has
Yeah.
that's been blown up by UFOs. So a bunch of people have been dying and everything.
They have a battle in outer space? Really?
No, who would have thunk it? One of the representatives at the meeting, the Iranian leader, Dr. Ahmed, ends up freaking
Iranian?
out. Iranian? It's Iran. But you call it
I think it's Iranian. Iran?
Iran.
I'm sorry to our listeners from Iran. Iran.
Irene.
Oh, no.
Sorry, yeah, Dr. Ahmed. He starts going a bit cray-cray during this meeting and walks out. And Itsuko ends up seeing him walking out on the top of the roof somewhere? Yeah, out on the top of the roof, just kind of fumbling along. She sees him go to like the ledge of this building, red light basking on him. She gets scared and looks away, and when she looks back, he's disappeared.
Yeah.
We end up seeing Professor Adachi bring everybody from the conference and showing them their latest big space rocket spaceship.
Their new weapon, which is like a laser beam that can cut through Earth's
Yeah, it shows
hardest
the
metal.
rocket and then the new laser beam, like
Yeah.
a plutonium-based
Yeah.
big laser that can do a tremendous damage. And Dr. Ahmed ends up coming along and trying to sabotage it.
Yeah, he tries to destroy the laser. And we find out it's because someone or something has implanted a metal chip into his
A radio in his
head.
mind, yeah.
Yeah, like a radio receiver. So someone's controlling this guy,
Mhm.
and they control him to try and get him to destroy Earth's weapons. And I mean, after that, they realize this because they find, I think he's taken back by the aliens, and they find the metal receiver left behind in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we have to stop this. So we're taken to space.
We're taken to space.
We're going to set up 2 rockets.
Before that, there's a little scene of some of the crew from the rockets spending some time in the forest, looking up at the stars.
Yeah.
A woman, I don't think it's Itsuko.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it Itsuko?
Yeah, it's Itsuka.
And her new boyfriend, just spending some time there. They end up seeing a car in the distance, just kind of watching them. They go over to it and see one of their friends, who is set up to be a comedic relief character. Let me get his name here. It's Yoshio Tsuchiya, and he's playing Iwamura.
Mm-hmm.
Iwamura, one of them differs on the sites.
Yeah.
And he's kind of joking around, saying, hey, there's nothing to do here.
So I thought I'd watch you guys make it out in the forest.
They end up sending him off, and he ends up driving along and getting abducted himself.
Yeah.
And
so he gets one of these receivers put inside his own head.
Yeah. Cut to these people going to space.
Yeah. So the United Nations get together. They send 2 rocket ships off with 2 different teams. I think one of them's got an American scientist heading it up.
Yep.
The other's got this returning doctor character from the first.
Yep.
From the Mysterians. And they go to space.
Yeah. What's interesting about this movie as well, before you booted it up and we watched it, we started watching an English version of this movie. And we didn't know which one was which because we started watching the English one and there was an American character and his lips were moving perfectly with the English words.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, is this the real version?
Yeah.
We switched over to the Japanese one and the Japanese people were speaking in sync with the Japanese words.
Yeah.
Do you have any insight into that? Why?
Yeah. This is an interesting, not even like Toho picture, but just an interesting time in film history or collaborations between Japan and America. Because this film, even in the process of it being made, I think they worked alongside an American company called Columbia Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it has American actors in it. It has, even for the United Nations scenes, just heaps of different.
I think for that big politics scene, the United Nations scene, where they got all the leaders of the country, I'm assuming that they each spoke their native language.
Yeah, I think they just got different people from different countries. They all spoke how they would speak, and then for the Japanese release, they went and dubbed over everyone non-Japanese speaking. Yeah. Then for the American release, they went and dubbed over everyone non-English speaking.
Yeah, which is a weird way of doing it, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I would have preferred it if they just kept everyone speaking their proper voices and then subtitle it if it wasn't.
Or have a translator.
Yeah.
Because there were some weird scenes where everybody can understand everybody else.
Yeah, but they're all obviously speaking different languages. But this was also the first Toho movie to be released in the US without any added or deleted footage. So this just released as it was in Japan, but with some dubbing over of the Japanese characters to make them English speaking. So no more Americanizations, man. This is
the golden age.
This is, working together, releasing as
Do we not actually have to watch any more Americanizations?
No, we do have a couple.
Oh my
God. We do have a couple. But for this...
we went back.
At least for this movie it wasn't.
They regressed.
I think in the American version as well, though, they did once again spell Ishirō Honda's name as Ishirō Honda or Inoshiro. So
I can just imagine the artist doing those title cards at the start, going back and it's like, shoot, what was the last movie we did with his name in?
We'll copy everything exactly as the Japanese release was, but let's just change the director's name. Let's just.
What was the title? Can anybody bring up the title card for? What's one of the recent ones we've done? The Americanization of Half Human. Surely they got it right then.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, just along those lines, it was also the first Japanese sci-fi film which had the original Japanese cast and crew listed on all the posters and advertising material done in the US.
That's really cool.
So I've seen before, like, they'll take pretty much all the Japanese names out of the credits and out of the promotional material and might just tag them on in the end if necessary.
Yeah.
But this was actually... hey, these are the people that made the movie. We're going to promote them. They're the main characters. They did this.
I really like that.
So, pretty cool.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
These spacemen end up going in their rocket ships, blasting off into space. Iwamura is actually one of the spacemen as well as the other 2 astronauts. I think it's a group of like 8 or 9-ish on each rocket. Mm-hmm. He ends up going and starts being controlled by the aliens when they get to space.
Yeah.
They come along an asteroid field, and the aliens want him to disable and mess with the rockets and laser beams so that they can't escape.
Pretty much once again, just get rid of Earth's weapons and their defense.
Stop the weaponry.
Yeah. Then they landed, and then they
kept the other dude tied up in the ship. They landed, they got out there, these big old 2 space buses? Is the best way to describe them.
Space buses with like thrusters on them so they can fly as well.
They had these like tank treads, but also 6 giant wheels on the side, which weren't used for anything.
I think they were the thrusters, even though they looked obviously like wheels. It's weird design. I kind of dug it, but it was weird.
A cool design. A lot of the Earth's space kind of design, like the space station at the start and these vehicles, they almost look alien themselves.
Yeah.
Which I did like.
Well, it's because, I mean, this movie, I'm pretty sure it's before we went to the moon, like properly. Did we say that they're going to the moon?
They're going to the moon.
Yeah, so
that's where these aliens are.
This whole movie is about aliens coming from the moon to Earth.
The Mysterians were coming from behind the moon. These guys are coming from the moon.
These guys are from the moon, guys. There's aliens in the moon. But I'm pretty sure it's before we actually got to the moon ourselves.
When did we go to the moon? I should know this. This is common knowledge.
Pretty sure it was like early 60s.
So, first crew mission landed on the moon in July 1969.
Yeah. 10 years later, dude.
This was set in 1965.
Yeah. This was made in 1959, set in 1965, and then we didn't actually go to the moon until 1969.
I'm imagining that they did this movie and they built the designs around what they saw.
10 years earlier?
Oh, because it was 10 years earlier.
Like, it's pretty impressive that they got just what they're wearing, how kind of rockets take off and land, even how, I guess, oxygen works in space and how they need to go to like a decompression chamber first.
Oh, okay. So, that makes sense. We ended up going to the moon in 1969.
Yeah.
We had space missions where people went into space and not to any planets in 1957.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So this was made after people started going to space.
Yeah.
And this would have been a movie where, hey, instead of going to space, people are actually going to planets now.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's pretty cool. There's some funny scenes when we weren't too sure, humankind wasn't too sure, or the makers of the movie aren't too sure how gravity works properly. So they get to space, they start taking off their seatbelts, and one of the guys straight away lifts off and like hits into the ceiling, starts floating.
And the other guys are just standing around normally.
Everyone's just standing around walking, then they pull him down, and then they just start walking normally on the ship. It's like...
They're like, you know you won't go into the air unless you jump up yourself. Yeah. Jump up yourself.
It's fine unless you get pushed or jump or anything. It's pretty goofy.
And they go to the moon, and gravity really doesn't seem to have any effect, except when one more person jumps, or gets hit or something, quote unquote, falls over the vehicle, and lands on the ground. They hit him. Careful, the 1/6 gravity is here is really bad. And they do not address gravity anymore.
Nah.
They just walk around as normal. What happens then, Jasha? I'll flick it over to you.
Literally, the rest of the movie, they're on the moon, they're traveling around, they find where the alien base is set up.
They're following the UFOs to their base.
Yeah, they follow UFOs to this base, which looks pretty cool. It's got heaps of colours and, I don't know, it looks very Star Trek-y.
They set up one of those plutonium laser beams.
Yeah, and they just start going at it. But I think while that's happening, two of them, our leading lady and our...
Well, while that's happening, the dude on the ship is being sabotaged and radioed and is blowing up one of the ships. He ends up blowing up one of them.
Yeah.
Two more go off. Itsuko and her...
Our leading
partner.
guy now, yeah.
I didn't really like him. He didn't have too much character.
Everyone in this was forgettable.
So Major Ichiro Katsumiya, played by Ryo Ikebe.
Yeah.
They go off and Itsuko ends up finding the alien species.
Yeah, they meet the aliens, which in the version we watched, they were called the Natals, or the Natal.
Yeah.
But I've been reading up online, apparently they're supposed to be the Natals, Natarl.
They look like these little Martian people.
Wizard of Oz munchkin people. It's the closest thing that I'd probably say that they were like were Jawas, in the sense that they're real
Jawas.
small. They're making heaps of gibberish sounds.
They're all coming in a horde.
But they're wearing kind of like metal masks and then orange jumpsuits with like a jetpack or wings or something on the back.
Yeah, we'll post a picture of them up on the Discord.
Yeah, and
or on our
our
social media.
socials.
I assume you'll do a post on it.
You said they reminded you of Mogira's
They
head?
have a helmet which looks a lot like Mogira.
Like a pointy little thing where the nose is.
A pointy little mole nose, like two big eyes.
Yeah.
Itsuko ends up getting overwhelmed by these
They
guys.
just all appear in a cave and just run up to her.
And Major Ichiro Katsumiya ends up just shooting them all with the laser beam.
Yeah,
and killing them all.
Just kills every one of these aliens in the cave.
Sweet, that's them gone.
Yeah, and then returns to the rest of the group. They destroy the rest of the base, and I think there's just a few UFOs remaining.
They destroy the rest of the base. There's a few UFOs going around the place. They go back to their ship.
Yeah.
One of the ships get destroyed, so they all pile into one. And then Iwamura, who was being controlled by this radio, because the base was blown up, his connection was severed. He ends up getting one of the guns and staying behind, shooting the UFOs while the others all make their way back to the ship. And then back to Earth.
It's his heartbreaking scene when the rocket's taking off and he's left behind. He's like, "Goodbye, my friends. I'm sorry. Forgive me."
And he dies there.
Yeah.
They shoot him. And it immediately cuts to the people back on the ship saying, "We won't forget you. We're coming back for you.
We'll come back for him.
We'll
Don't
come
worry."
back for you."
He just got killed.
I really want to know if it ends up coming back for him.
The sequel's just...
Make a sequel, then just going to the moon and finding nothing.
Yeah.
There's no trace of where he
just
went.
disintegrate it, but they're just looking around for him for 2 hours.
Oh, man. Gosh, I would love to see that.
Oh. And then it's like the last 20, 15 minutes, they return... UFOs return to Earth as well.
10, 15 minutes. UFOs are still around the
Yeah.
place because it was only the main base that was exploded.
Some real cool miniature shots of UFOs just destroying monuments around the Earth. Like they blow up New York. You see the Statue of Liberty and you see New York just get completely bombed.
You see the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't at the start of the movie, actually. Start or end, it just getting completely destroyed.
Golden Gate Bridge gets destroyed. Like, I think a real famous landmark in Japan gets destroyed as well, the theater or something. It's just, UFOs are going to town on the Earth, guys. So they set up some more rockets, but smaller ones, kind of like, it reminded me of the X-Wing scene in Star Wars.
Yeah, actually.
I think it might have even, like, George Lucas. Did you watch this movie and take inspiration? Because
I wonder, I would love to ask him, because...
It's like this squad of people. You'd have shots of them, like, inside the cockpit of...
Yeah, like front on, very reminiscent of those X-Wing scenes.
It's Star Wars, dude. You see them talking, communicating with each other, then you see the ships just going and trying to take all these UFOs down. And
Major Ishiro is is the main man of the...
Yeah.
The main manor.
Main man.
Of the spaceship here.
Man.
Taking them down. They end up taking them all down?
Yeah.
Is that it?
And then the movie just ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the kids of one of the scientists runs into the room and is like, "Do you get all the enemies?
How many of them were there?" And he's
How many enemies?
You'll have to wait until you read about it in the newspaper.
Which kid's going to be like, "Oh, how many enemies were there?"
Imagine if your dad went to space.
Yeah.
Ended up on like a big alien fighting mission. And you're really fearing for his safety. You think he's doing like such a good job. He comes back and you're so curious.
Yeah.
You ask him all these questions and he's like, "Hey, son, I'm not going to tell you.
Hey, Tommy, I'm just not going to share it with you. You can read the newspaper.
You need to grow up, go to school, learn how to read. Learn the knowledge yourself.
Go down to the store tomorrow. Give them some money, maybe over a cigar. Start reading the paper.
Pick up a paper. Use this 2 pence to buy some...
Then you can read about me." Yeah. Battle in outer space, guys. Pretty much, that was the long version of the synopsis. Short version, people go into space and have a battle.
Come back.
And have another battle, and then...
Done deal.
The battle's over. No connection to Mysterians. In all honesty, yeah, the characters' names are the same. You would not be able to draw that this is a sequel of any kind.
You do not need to watch... I'm curious about how this movie did, actually, because if it was marketed as a sequel, because you do not need to see the first movie at all to see this one.
Yeah, and I don't think it was marketed as a sequel. I think we've got another couple sci-fi ones coming up.
Mm.
And I think they're all done by Ishirō Honda as well. And they're all known to be loosely connected. I don't think many characters or events cross across, but they're just known to be like Toho's sci-fi series.
Okay.
It's only probably become known as a sequel in recent years when we've been able to connect the characters up and realize what their names are. But this one actually, there was a planned sequel to this.
Oh, a Sequel to the sequel.
Yeah, it was going to be called Battle in Outer Space 2,
Yeah.
but they ended up just making it a standalone movie called The War in Space, which is going to be coming up in 1977.
Okay.
But apart from that, I mean, no real connections to the rest of the Godzilla universe.
Actually, that's not true.
It's not.
You mentioned this to me. So the
Yeah.
Natal themselves, little Jawa people,
Little aliens.
they show up in this movie. They show up in Godzilla Trading Battle for the Sony PlayStation,
Yeah.
1998.
Might need to get our hands on that game, dude.
And it says here that the Natal aliens appear in the game in the story mode and challenge the player.
They challenged the player.
So loose connection from the
It's
games.
a trading battle. Is that like a trading card game? But on for the PlayStation.
Trading Battle. Let me look it up. Oh, it looks kind of cool. Gallery.
Heaps of kaiju and stuff in it.
Actually, no, it's not a card battle. I wonder if the Natal actually do show up in this.
It's the largest collection of Toho monsters ever in a game. More kaiju than even the films, Godzilla Final Wars and Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. The largest collection of Toho monsters out of any Godzilla media ever. Similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, including having creatures within cards, being able to collect them, having them battle with each other with an assortment of moves, each monster having different stats.
No way.
Turn-based, monsters begin to evolve.
It's literally Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. God, we need to get our hands on this.
Okay, so this is... Okay, yeah, so they do show up. There's a bunch of playable characters. As non-playable characters, you have a few people. You have the Natals.
Yeah.
You also have the Mysterians.
Oh.
As well as a bunch of other stuff, which doesn't make sense, but I sure will later on.
Yeah. Yeah, a whole lot of alien races that appear in different movies.
Get ready for our review of that game once we've gone through all the movies.
I'm actually really keen
the
to start
content.
looking at, like, when we get let's get back into proper Godzilla episodes and stuff first. But I'm really keen to try out a lot of these older games as we get up to that, I guess, the age where they were released in. This sounds cool.
It's still Godzilla media.
Pokemon with Godzilla?
Yeah.
Dude, sign me up.
Okay, so
That's all that the
There was-
Natals appear.
there was one more.
Right?
So it also says in filmography.
Oh, what?
They show up in Battle in Outer Space. There's a movie made in 1961 called Cheers, Mr. Awamori,
Okay.
in which the Natal suits show up. And
Does it say anything else? Their suits are just seen in...
you can see the suits. Let me look up this movie.
What?
Cheers, Mr. Awamori.
Now, is Cheers... Well, it's whatever
my
this movie
gosh.
is it... Are we classing it as Godzilla adjacent because it's got the Natal suits from Battle in Outer Space, which is a sequel to the Mysterians, which contains Mogira that appears later on in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla?
There is literally one picture of this on Google.
That's the poster for the movie. Three people with bigger heads than normal.
It's like an 70s themed clothes. Oh, I didn't even know what this is.
What's it called?
Cheers, Mr. Awamori.
Let's put it on the list, dude.
No,
Let's
we're
just put it on the
not.
list. Let's just fill up our whole schedule with movies that don't have Godzilla in it. What
Oh
a
my
great!
God.
We've caught you guys. We told you this would be a Godzilla podcast. We signed you up to the idea. Get ready for just years and years of completely random Japanese media.
Oh, and that's the sequel to another Mr. Awamori.
That's it.
Mr. Awamori Goes West.
There we go.
Do we want to cut the line there?
Maybe that's the last 50s Toho movie as well. Maybe we're not even...
What are we talking about?
What are we... Yeah. So, Battle in Outer Space. The Natal. I kind of like their design. They look pretty
little
cool.
Mogira.
They were different enough from all the aliens and stuff that we've seen so far. But to be honest, the only aliens we've seen are Mysterians. So, I mean...
They didn't seem smart.
They seemed
I
really
was curious
kiddish,
about.
right? Like...
They didn't
Childish.
speak at all. When fighting Itsuko, they really just grabbed her and... But even then...
tried to overpower her just by the sheer amount of them running at her.
But when they're not on screen, when they're radioing
Yeah.
and transmitting to the people, they have this like really ominous voice.
Deep voice.
Please give up all your people. Resistance is futile. Da 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 da. I thought they'd be smarter.
I kind of like them.
I like the design.
Yeah.
Mm.
Probably they weren't menacing.
Do you think that if we went to our local convention,
Okay.
as the Natal,
You go as Natal, I'll go as a Mysterian.
do you think anybody would recognize us?
No. Let's do it. Let's just make that our thing. We're going to start every event that calls for dress up or cosplay. We're just going to go as these random ads.
At our
characters.
local Armageddon.
Yeah.
That's
Armageddon Expo is like our cosplay, sci-fi, pop culture convention.
what we could do. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
or the weekend, they have this one segment where it's a cosplay
They call it cosplay parade, but everyone gets up on stage. Yeah.
People can sign up for their cosplay and just walk across the stage and kind of do a couple poses, get photos
Yep.
with it in front of a huge crowd. If we went in these respective outfits,
Here we go. We can get more people on board as well if I'm looking at the non-playable characters in Godzilla Training Battle.
is that our theming?
Yeah. You guys are Natal, I'll go as a Mysterian. We'll get someone as a Cetopian, someone as a Kylak, someone as a Moo, and someone as a Zillion.
And here is our collection of people going in as the non-playable characters from Godzilla Trading Battle. Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa.
Let's
Look,
go.
I don't recognize it.
Power Rangers, let's go.
Yeah.
Ironically, I want to do that now.
Yeah. I kind of like the fact that, I don't know, we never knew about any of these characters or people.
Yeah.
As we said before, I'd watched a few Godzilla movies. Micah watched even less than me. Like, it is cool just to find out about them and to know about these characters and I guess this segment of pop culture that no one else really knows about.
Yeah. I like how we're really fleshing out the universe before we even get into some of the main stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
somewhere down the track, we're going to be going into the movie. The Mysterians show up in a movie, right?
I don't think so. No, Mogira shows up in a movie.
But, like, when Mogira shows up,
Yeah.
we're going to be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We know him from way back. That's going to be a real cool moment.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. And this movie we're probably going to completely forget about, to be honest. I mean,
Yep.
What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts overall on the movie? We're not going to rate it yet, but what did you just think? What did you think?
It
about
is the most bare-bones space movie you could get.
Yeah.
I feel. When they get to the moon, they literally just set up a gun, shoot the base. That's basically all the main guys do to defeat the aliens,
Yeah.
which seems so basic.
Yeah. Any characters stand out to you?
I did like standout characters. Not really. I liked Iwamada just because I don't know. Your comedic character is kind of funny when he was comedic.
Yeah.
He turns into quite serious
When he's taken over by the aliens.
He's probably the most standout.
We mentioned it as well. It was quite an interesting twist to have. We haven't had it before, to have your comedic relief character become probably the main villain of the piece or the main threat to the.
Yeah, the main threat.
Because
Or
there
one
was
of the
the
main
aliens, but you hardly saw them. They got killed instantly when you saw them. You just saw lifeless UFOs. But then this guy was actually with the main characters throughout the whole movie and then portrayed them by blowing up the ships.
It was a cool little twist, even though it kind of shows you the twist from the start.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I wonder if any other movies have done it.
Imagine how much better it would be if they found out that people had these receivers in them and then they didn't know if people did or didn't on the ship with them. And there was this
It turns into like the thing kind of.
this intrigue and terror of not realizing who's controlled, who's not. There's just so many better ways they could have gone with this.
Yeah.
But instead they just literally, Ishirō just went, hey, let's just have some ships shooting at UFOs in space.
As good as Ishirō is as a director, and I think he's an amazing director,
Yeah.
the writing team or the stories that he makes, I feel like if you got a few people to flesh them out a lot more, add a few more. How many jokes were there in this one?
Not really many, eh?
Not really many jokes, but it seemed to be a more serious
A
tone.
lot of scientific jargon and, again, a lot more with Ishiro's messages of, hey, we all got to come together. Earth's got to come together and unite to...
But we did that in the first movie, and it was kind of a better movie.
Yeah. It's just a worse version of Mysterians. Everything in this has been done better. I did like in this the probably last 30, 40 minutes, because it was just action scenes after action scenes, some cool miniatures. I did like how they did the space scenes with the ships flying around. They look cool.
They look actually, no, yeah, the set pieces and just the design of everything in this movie.
Yeah.
That's probably the standout part to me.
The Nataral base they had on the moon looked cool.
Our sister watched it with us.
Yeah.
Off and on, she was doing stuff. But
Yeah.
shout out. She noted when she saw the space base, I was like, oh, that's a cool design. Literally the only thing she said, went back to doing what she was doing.
Yeah. I did really, really like. This might be, I think, what this movie did best and better than what we've seen so far. is the miniature scenes, the miniature destruction.
Yeah.
The last little bit when the UFOs start attacking Earth and you see New York exploding, different things exploding, buildings falling apart. It looks really, really good.
There was only a handful of very small scenes where you could notice blue screen.
Yeah.
But for the rest of it, they did a really good job on the compositing and all that destruction and just making it look really real.
Yeah. It might even be the like biggest
Whoa.
scale.
Whoa.
What?
Are you going to say it?
No, I'm going to say like the destruction and just how grand the scope is in this movie is probably at the biggest scale we've seen out of the movies we've covered so far.
Yeah.
Or maybe Three Treasures went a bit more like set pieces, longer running time, monsters, heaps of different stuff. Whereas this one didn't have kaiju. You know what could make this movie better? A kaiju scene.
I think every Godzilla movie, or adjacent, I think the hallmark of it needs to have a kaiju in it. Or it's not going to be as impactful.
Chuck in some intrigue with them having to figure out who's controlled and who's not. Chuck in a moon kaiju that attacks them when they land.
Chuck in a monster on the moon, even that could spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, just give us more interesting things to care about.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked this movie as a whole, but it's... I
when you rated it on Letterboxd, did you press the liked button?
Did I like on Letterboxd? I didn't.
Oh.
I also rated it and then took my rating down a bit because I was like, let's be real about this. This, yeah, not as great. No, and then not as great as a lot of stuff I've seen so far.
Okay, is that all you have for us?
I have a couple more trivia pieces.
Yeah.
Nothing huge. The main actress, Kyoko Anzai.
Yep.
Kyoko Anzai.
Yep.
Her role of Itsuko became her final film role.
Oh.
I don't know if she was in much before this, but this was the last thing she ever starred in, as she married popular Japanese actor Tatsuya Mahashi and then retired from the screen forever.
Man.
This was her swan song to cinema.
How do you think it was as a fan? Do you think the Kyoko Anzai diehard fans?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is like, this is her last final movie. It's going to be so good.
You know what? Bare bones sci-fi, but she really saved it. Her portrayal of Itsuko potentially surpassed the Mysterians' portrayal.
Of Itsuko?
Yeah, I don't believe that, but the die-hard fans might. And only other thing was that this was going to be more of a Mysterian sequel. It was going to have returning actors as well as characters, but the original actors were all unavailable.
Oh.
I don't know what they were doing because they weren't. I don't think they were in the Three Treasures, which came out.
No. Oh.
Just before this. I know that like
there might have been Serizawa was in it. Yeah. I
didn't even call him Serizawa.
I didn't even call him by the actor names. I think a few of them did show up in Three Treasures, but in this one,
yeah, none of the returning characters. So I don't know. It's a weird little movie, and it's especially a weird one for us to watch and cover when we've gotten used to kaiju for one, gotten used to things that will return in the series for another.
Gotten used to some of the actors.
Yeah, this hardly any returning cast from other Toho movies. No monster, nothing real new to the table. Yeah, I did like a bit of just the. I like battles in space, dude. That's what this movie is. It delivers on that. That's
what it's called.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a battle in outer space.
Yeah, let me tell you about a movie. It does. I've said it before with the Mysterians that we grew up watching Star Trek, Doctor Who. It's very reminiscent of that. A lot of these scenes, action sequences. And I like that. I mean, it brings me back to watching the kind of stuff like this when I was a kid. I do enjoy these movies for what they are. But if you're going in for any plot depth or character depth, none of these characters I cared about. I didn't even care about this plot. I mean, heck, there wasn't a plot. So what can I say?
If you're watching these Godzilla movies and even the adjacent ones, out of the original movies, this is the one which you don't need to see.
Nah, yeah.
This doesn't really have any impact on
anything.
Unless you're a diehard fan of the Godzilla trading game.
And I guess it gives us another alien race, one of Toho's standout alien races. Even though it only appeared in one. We've got the Natals now. We've got...
I mean, who knows? In the future Godzilla movies coming out, they might reference some of this.
Yeah, I mean, apparently the latest Godzilla show to release Godzilla Singular Point makes a reference to Mysterians. Who knows? I mean, we might see some aliens in
Season 2
Godzilla
Natal.
media coming up. Yeah. Well, that was Battle in Outer Space, guys. My least favorite of Ishirō Honda's movies, I think. Maybe. Actually, you know what? I don't think it is.
Don't tell me that Half Human is worse than this.
I think so. I think even Varan I might have not liked more than this. I mean, that was a mess of its ideas and just, it was a mixed match thrown together movie made of everything the other movies did before it. This one, it was it was very inferior to the Mysterians, but I liked it for what it was. Ishirō was just having fun in space. There was some cool aliens, some cool battles.
I think that's what this movie comes down to. Ishirō's just having fun in space.
Ishirō's having fun making monster movies, sci-fi movies. He's
like, I've had fun doing Mysterians. Let's just do another one. I just want to film more space.
Let's make it bigger. More space.
More space.
Okay,
I think it's time.
I don't even know what rating to give this. It's my turn to give it something, right?
Yep.
You know how gravity is on the moon is 1/6 of what it is on Earth, right?
Yeah.
If it was, just theoretically, if it wasn't 1/6 and it was 1/5 of what it was on Earth. How much
gravity
would you give? Battle in Outer Space. I'm gonna drop, might be a surprising rating for this because I know you didn't really enjoy it. I'd probably give it 2.5 out of 5.
Really?
For gravity. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars because, I mean, middle of the road. I enjoyed it for what it was. It didn't set up that it was going to be anything else than what it was.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I had a little bit of fun with it.
I will rate it 1/5 gravity.
Really? A 1 out of 5?
I think this could almost be a stock footage movie.
Really?
In a new movie, this would be put on old-timey screens as like, it's a movie that people are watching.
Yeah.
A space movie.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to it than that. I like the Natal.
Yeah.
But no. It doesn't add anything more to the universe, really.
Yeah, definitely unnecessary to watch, guys.
Unnecessary to make,
but
even.
If you are, like me, just a fan of old school sci-fi stuff, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's nothing.
It's like if they took a Star Trek episode and just stretched it out.
It's literally that, right? It's if they took a Star Trek episode or even like a Thunderbirds or Stingray.
Yeah.
Or those really old school TV serials and shows that are like 20 minutes long. It's like you took a story of aliens on the moon destroying Earth's landmarks and you just put that to an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much filler. Literally, I think you were doing something else for 5 minutes of this movie. Then you were like, oh, what happened? What did I miss? And I was like, they've literally been walking on the moon for 5 minutes. That's Battle in Outer Space, everyone. Let us know what you thought if you did watch this one. Let us know on the Discord or on our socials.
Actually, I'm really interested what you guys think.
Yeah.
More so than the other ones. I'm curious.
I was thinking, we did the Mysterians with the final draft. And I was thinking, should we ask them to come back? Adam and Alex, you want to come watch this with us? I'm glad we didn't ask you guys because, not worth it. Not worth it. We'll see in the future, though. Good news, though. Silver lining to all this is we're out of the 50s and we're heading into the 60s now for our movies we're going to cover. Next movie being 1961's Mothra.
Oh my gosh, there's actually a light at the end of the tunnel.
We're finally getting into the big Toho kaiju that we all know and love. And I'm really excited because I've never seen Mothra before.
Mothra is probably the biggest character other than Godzilla in the Godzilla movies.
Totally. It's probably Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that they have brought back in the more modern movies. So this is... Everyone knows about Mothra. Everyone knows about Mothra. And I've never seen this. I don't know why I've missed this before. I've always seen Mothra in the... Because Mothra does become a bit of a supporting character in the Godzilla movies going forward. But I've never seen this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. I know usually Mothra has like a race of really tiny people that worship her.
Really tiny alien type things.
That always sing. So we'll see if we get some...
more singing in this next one.
Singing and chanting. But I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Jump into our Discord, as I've said. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're Podzilla Pod. And I think that's all. You know what I'm going to do, though?
What are you going to do?
I think this weekend I'm going to try and track down some sort of emulator and see if I can get my hands on Godzilla Trading Battle, because that actually looks really cool.
It does.
Pokemon with Godzilla monsters, dude.
One of us could stream it.
I'm going to stream Godzilla Trading Battle. Let's see if we can set up LAN, let's see if we can set up some sort of VPN to each other and do some Godzilla battles. That should be fun. Not a battle in outer space, but
close enough.
Godzilla trading battle in Godzilla Trading Battle.
Godzilla's battle in trades.
Godzilla
trades.
Whoa, wait. Godzilla's getting into trades?
Godzilla trades.
He's getting into shares? He's getting into... No, Godzilla in cryptocurrency?
Godzilla is the biggest owner of Bitcoin.
Oh, man.
His stock's going way up.
Godzilla and NFTs, let me tell you. He's got an addiction, dude.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
You've been listening to Podzilla with your hosts, Jaysha and Micah Drake. Be sure to follow our socials, join our Discord, and check out Cassie Celine, who did our amazing podcast art. The links are all in our show notes.
And just a disclaimer that any musical sound effects used in this episode belong entirely to the Toho Company.
See you in 2 weeks.